Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dusti and this is my thrifted home. I like to go to estate sales and sometimes thrift shops and like vintage market days and really any place that catches my eye for a good bargain or something that I just am attracted to and I want to have in my home. Usually I do a little bit of a car preview, talking the car about the estate sale I'm going to, but today I forgot. I was like really excited about the estate sale. It's a very big estate sale put on by Carolina Let's Get Organized. And yeah, I was a little bit distracted. My husband went with me and we were there at 10 till 6. And it's funny because a long time ago I used to say to myself, oh, an hour is as early as I'm going to get when it comes to estate sales. Well, not anymore. If you want the good ones, you got to be there. Because even getting there at 10 till 6, there was other 3 people already there. Brandon, Deb, and another gentleman. I don't know his name, but I know I've seen him before. And I'm not surprised about Deb because there was a lot of jewelry there, and I know she likes her jewelry. And Brandon, I think he just resells whatever catches his eye. I'm pretty sure it's stuff that's usually pretty valuable or worthwhile. And he likes to use a flashlight so he doesn't miss any of the bargains. He also works overnight, so I think a lot of times rather than going home and just kind of, being restless, he comes to the estate sales and he usually gets there pretty early. So kudos for him. Today, it was quite the estate sale. So my husband and I were number 4 and 5 in line. Then behind us another couple came. And then a lady showed up behind them. Had to be about 6:15 or so. Maybe even 6:30. And came up with her chair and kind of just started to meander into the group. And Deb, bless her heart, she was like, the line starts back there. You're at the end of the line. And then the lady is like, oh, everybody's already in chairs in line. And Deb's like, yep. Which, hello, respect the order. So she went and set her chair down and she was like, well, has anyone ever been to the sales by these people, by Carolina Let's Get Organized? And we're all like, yep, because we all have been. And then she was bragging about all the different estate sales she goes to. And it's like, well, then chances are you've probably been to one of theirs because they have one pretty much every week. Then she wanted to know, like, how many do they let into the house? Well, generally speaking, it depends on how big the house is and how much stuff is in the house. The smaller the house, the more stuff, usually the less people. I've seen as little as 8 be allowed in and as many as like 22 be allowed in. So you just have to wait and see. And then she wanted to know if they open on time. Yes, they open on time. Then you could hear her counting what order she was in, which it's funny I count, but I usually count in my head, not out loud. And then I forget what else she wanted to know. She was just all up in everybody's business about everything. Wanted to know if there was a sign-in sheet. And we're like, nope. And she's like, well, all the ones I've been to have a sign-in sheet. And I'm like, I'm not sure who she's going to, because there's only 2 I've been to that have sign-in sheets. And I've been to, well, if you've been watching my videos, I go to one every week, sometimes more than one. So yeah, L&M uses a sign-in. Sometimes Dale Crabtree uses sign-in. And sometimes JMS will use a sign-in. So I guess that's 3. But Dale, generally speaking, does not. And JMS, I think I've only been to a couple of there, so I'm not really sure if they're consistently doing that. L&M's the only one that I consistently know does that. So she was a bit on my nerves because when we got inside, I knew I wanted to go to the Christmas room because there was tons of vintage Christmas. And she was right there when I opened the cupboard to like get to the things I was interested in, and she was reaching over me, excuse me. And then when I tried to leave, she was right behind me and she's like, I'm trying to shop here. Lady, we're all trying to shop here. What do you think I'm doing? Having a pizza party? I'm here to shop too. So have some courtesy. But she was a pill. So I want to tell you a little bit of a God wink though with the sale. My friend, sometimes when I see the estate sales, I will share with Aunt Penny the sale and she'll go through the pictures. She's great at pointing out like, hey, this might be a good thing to resell. These are really a hot item. These are valuable. Because sometimes I haven't been doing vintage and antiquing and stuff like this for very long. Maybe a year, like starting a year ago last July. I've always liked it. I just haven't really thought about it much, so I don't know what's hot. I don't know what's valuable. I just shop with my eye what I like, and sometimes it is, and sometimes it's just I like it. That's all. So Aunt Penny's been a great resource in helping me know, hey, you should take a look at that. She also picks out things she likes, which is perfectly fine. I love shopping for her, and I've sent the estate sale to my friend Marnie because she's my best friend, so I like to share everything with her. So I sent it to her this week, and she sent me back 4 pictures of things that she was interested in. She was interested in this little doghouse with a puppy, and then she was interested in these bunny rabbits. They were all lined up looking at some chicks on a fence. She was interested in this 2 frames, and then she was interested in this really cool old-looking flinky Christmas tree. Well, the bunnies I already had marked to look for. I wasn't aware of the frame or the dog, so I put those on my list. But when I saw the flinky tree, I wanted the flinky tree. I had not seen it, even though I'd looked through the pictures 2 or 3 times, but she saw it, and now I wanted it. And then I felt guilty because she'd seen it first. So to me it felt like, she'd seen it first, so it should be hers. And I really had quite a dilemma. I mean, I batted it back and forth in my head all day Thursday till I went to the sale because I really wanted that tree. It was really neat. It was cool. It was different. I hadn't seen one like that. But I also felt guilty because she had seen it and she'd wanted it. And if she hadn't pointed it out, I probably wouldn't have even noticed it. I'm not even sure I would have noticed it at the sale. So the God wink was that when I got to the sale, I went in the Christmas room and I found some stuff, but I couldn't find that flinky tree. And then there was a part of me that's like my daughter suggested when I ran it by her, she's like, well, just, if there's only one, just don't even buy it. And then you don't have to worry about feeling sad if she has it or sad if you kept it. It removes the dilemma of what to do. And also, price sometimes is a deterrent because there's some things I really like, and then when I get there and the price and I see them at the sale, I don't want to pay that price. So I thought, well, we'll wait and see what the sale presents. So when I came out of the Christmas room looking for, because the flinky tree had been in a closet with a bunch of Department 56, and that closet was not in the room, so I was like, where is that closet? And as soon as I step out of the room, the closet's right there by the Christmas room, and there's the tree. And it was $2, and I took it, and I had to have it. But I thought, well, I'll figure this out later, but I'm taking the tree. $2, it's awesome. I want it. I'll take it. I went through the house, and then I decided I'm going to go, because I try and go back 2 or 3 times through the house, just in case I missed anything, because usually in the first frenzy, my mind is zeroing in on certain things, looking for specific things I saw in the picture, and sometimes when you're there in person, there's things that you didn't notice in the pictures, or maybe weren't even in the pictures, so I try and go around a couple more times so I don't miss anything. I mean, I totally get the whole flashlight thing with Brandon, like, what's in that corner I didn't notice, or under that table? So I went back to the Christmas room and stopped again, because in that hall closet they also had shiny brights, and I was looking for specific ones, but they weren't there, so I'd kind of like, whatever. But when I came back around the second time, then I happened to notice some shiny brights, and another tree exactly like the one Marnie wanted. So the God wink was that there were 2 identical Christmas trees, one for me and one for Marnie. I mean, what are the odds that there would be 2 exact trees? So we could each have one, and it got rid of the dilemma. I thought that was absolutely perfect. And with that note, let's get into the haul. Having some good little chocolate strawberry cacao. I'll put that link in my description. And this is not at all endorsed by Creo Brew, but I love them. I used to be a big time coffee drinker, but the acid and some of the elements in the coffee would upset my digestion, so I had to stop drinking it about 4 years ago. And I missed it because I missed the feel of coffee, the smell, the body. There's nothing really that replaces it. But this comes pretty close, and it doesn't bother my stomach. And it's a cacao made by Creo Brew, and it's made from chocolate cacao beans. So it smells like chocolate, but it's not sweet. It has the body of coffee, and they have a bunch of different flavors. And this one is a chocolate strawberry, and it's amazing. So, like I said, I put the link in there. This is not endorsed by them. They didn't pay me. I'm just saying it because I love them. So, anyway, back to the haul after that little commercial. So, I found this for myself. Opens up. I love to get these so I can put seashells in them because to me it's a great way to display seashells and make them look more like a collection. And since every time I go visit my daughter and we go to the ocean, I cannot help myself but get more shells, I might as well have cool ways to display them. So, and then I got this book, which I know my friend at Carol, My Blessed Nest, if you like thrifting and Goodwill and great like nostalgia, her channel is awesome. And I'll link her in the bottom in my description. But this is one of her favorite books, if not her favorite book. But I'm sorry, Carol, I have to keep it because it's so cool. I didn't realize until I looked at it closer, it's illustrated by Tasha Tudor, and I absolutely love her illustrations, so it's like no wonder I was gravitated towards this book. Because look at the images. It's just, even the black and whites are beautiful. And then I think it was towards the back that pets got me. The little kitty cats and the dogs. I mean, oh my gosh, look at how cute that is. So, yep, keeping that copy. Then I also found this. Actually, my husband found it for me. I saw it in the pictures, and I'm like, if you have a chance, it was by the cameras, which, by the way, he bought himself 2 cameras because he has a camera collection. And this was by them. But, so, see? But watch. How cool is that? Collapsible binoculars. I just think they're so much fun, so I'm totally going to have a blast decorating with those. Love them. Then I got this for my kitchen, and I know it says Betty's Kitchen, and my name is not Betty. Although on the phone sometimes when I used to work at the bank in the accounting department and would answer the phone, people thought my name was Betty, Betsy, Jessie, Justy, Jenny. I don't know why Dusti was so hard, but I love it because I love the illustration, and it's a great recipe, and it's chocolate, my favorite. So I don't care that this isn't Betty's Kitchen. I'm still hanging it because I like it. Then I got this sweet little reindeer. I know he's got a little chip of his antler here, but I don't really care. And I don't know what he was affixed to have this stuff on his legs, but I don't care. I'll still find a spot for him at Christmas time. Then I got one of the vintage angels I wanted to get. It says Napco Wear on the bottom. But isn't she sweet with the candle and the bow in her hair? I absolutely love her. Something about her makes me think of my Aunt Dina. Then for Halloween, which is coming up in about a week, I'll decorate for Halloween, and you'll see predominantly jack-o'-lanterns, black cats, and cute ghosts. That's basically my whole theme. So I found another black cat to go with all my other ones. And it's marked Japan on the bottom, so I thought that was cool. Then I got these 2 sweet little ducks I thought would be great for Easter time. Aren't they so cute? I love them. I love their little faces. Then I found another angel, and she's marked Made in British Hong Kong. And I'm a little sad that some of her paint is like a little like not as precise, but there's still something about her, the nostalgia. I've been collecting a lot of angels, a lot of the vintage angels, so it's going to be interesting this Christmas to see what I do with them, isn't it? I'm not sure myself, so we'll find out. Then I also found this West Clock Baby Bin clock, and it does work. I was able to wind it and set the time, and it's ticking and a-talking, so love it. Then I wanted to add, because I know a lot of people don't decorate for Thanksgiving. They kind of go straight from Halloween to Christmas. But I love decorating for Thanksgiving, so I found myself another turkey. I think I might have one similar to this, but I don't really care because I love this. And a little candy dish. But something about them I just think is so cool. And then I got this for, the rest of this stuff is for my shop. So if you see anything here, by the time you see this video, it's probably in my shop. So this is one of the mid-century modern things that's in my shop with the little fruit. I don't believe it's hand-painted because I don't see paint marks, but it does have like a hairline crack down the middle. But it's pretty sturdy and well made otherwise, and you can't really see the crack unless you look really close. So I think it's still a beautiful piece to hang on somebody's wall, or because it's like a cutting board to lean somewhere. So I got that. And then here's one of the box of Shiny Brights I was able to get. And look at the condition. This box is just pristine. So that will be in my shop. And then the other box, it has 14. And the graphics, I just love the graphics. And the boxes are such incredible shape. So that one will also be in my shop. And then, I'll get hold of it here. I found a copper piece. Or maybe it goes this way. I think it goes this way. It says on the bottom, Cook's Bazaar, made in Korea. And it's really heavy copper. Like some of the pieces I've seen, like this one, are a little bit thinner, but this one is nice and heavy. So I thought that would be great if somebody wants that in their kitchen. And then I got this brass piece. It says made in India. And the detail on it is amazing. It's really heavy. I thought if somebody had a cloche, it would be really neat to use as a base for a cloche. So this will be in my shop. And then I got a letter opener. These really go really well in my shop. People really like them, and I do too. I have a couple myself. It has a little, looks like a little whale, and it says Japan on the bottom. And it does have someone's initials, JWF or BWF, on the handle here. But it is still a beautiful, heavy, solid, it looks like one piece for a letter opener. So that will be in my shop. Then I had found that little Lord's Supper plate, and a lot of people seem to like it. So I found another one, and it's on the bottom it's marked Jerusalem Holy Land. But isn't that beautiful detailing? And it comes with a stand, but it also does have, looks like a hook on the back if you wanted to hang it. So that will be in my shop if anyone's interested. Then I recently got into using peg racks for decor, and I have one, and that's really all the room I have for one. But I did find another one that I'm going to put in my shop. It's marked made in Taiwan. So if someone would like a peg rack that's expandable to decorate with, it will be in my shop. Then I also found this piece. I'm trying to see what it's marked. Silver Company, something, International Silver Company. So beautiful piece, the scalloping. I have one similar to this, and I use it with a cloche over it, and I think it is amazing for display or like almost like a riser. So this will be in my shop. And then I found these, which I already have a set for myself. I'm pretty sure they're Lefton if I remember right. I'll have to look it up, but they're marked, looks like 8747 on the bottom. But aren't they so sweet? So I kept the set for myself, but this set is going in my shop because I only need one set. Then I found this. I thought would be great. It's marked made in Japan. I thought it would be awesome for someone who has Irish in their background, or they just simply like it. It says, it's an Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. May the rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. So it's a beautiful little trivet. It's got the little feet. So, but you could easily hang that on a wall if you were interested in something like that. I think it's really sweet. I do have Irish in my background, but I don't really need more stuff on my walls. Then I've got 3 different ones of these. These little oil lamps are so cute. I thought they'd be great for someone in my shop. I've sold a couple of them already, but I love how tiny they are. So there's this one, and then there's a red one, and it has apples on it. It does have some scratch marks on the red up here, but it's still really beautiful. And I love that it's got the little ring to hold it there. Then there's another blue one, just gorgeous. I love the dimpling. And then there's also these pair of scissors, Boyer hot forged tempered, so nice stainless steel. They do have some wear on them, but these would be great, nice either for decor or to actually use. And then I got 3 pairs of gloves. Thought they'd be really pretty if someone wants them for decor or even to wear. They're in pretty good shape. I love the detailing, and then it's got the slits there for your wrists. So there's that pair. Then there's this pair that are nice and transparent with the ruffle at the top. Thought was really beautiful. I think I'm going to sell the gloves all as a set of 3. And look at the buttons. So that way, if you would like to start a collection, you'll have 3 right off the bat. So unless you can, yeah, I think I probably will sell them all 3 together, simply because they're really neat, and that way if somebody wants to get a collection started of gloves, they can start a collection of them. So anyway, that is all of my haul. Let's have a Bible verse. So today's prayer, Isaiah 26:3. You will keep in perfect peace all who trust in you, all whose thoughts are fixed on you. And you know, that's so true. I find that for myself, that when I'm focused on the chaos that's going on in the world, or even in my own life, when I'm focused on like inflation and economy, and there's too many bills, or how am I going to pay this bill, or something unexpected, we need to take one of the pets to the vet, or oh, we owe someone else some money, or maybe, you know, someone in my family is not feeling well and I'm concerned about them. When I focus on all of those things, it just feels overwhelming and it stresses me out so much. But when I can turn my thoughts to Jesus and think about Him and focus on His goodness and His provision and His promises, and remember all the ways He's always taken care of me and provided for me and my family, He's chased me with His goodness, then peace comes. Peace comes. So hopefully, friends, if you're struggling with having some peace in your life, turn to God. Turn to His Word. Pray. He's there. He's closer than the closest whisper to be there for you. So be there, or He will be there for you and give you peace. Even if nothing in your life changes and none of the circumstances are different, He can still give peace amidst all of that. So, yeah, fix your thoughts on Him. So there you go. That is all of it. Also, as a little side note, I just want to say a little shout out, I guess, to God and to my friends here on YouTube, because growing up, I'm the oldest of 2. My brother and I are 10 years apart, and I love my brother to pieces. He's awesome. He's funny. I enjoy hanging out with him. But I always wanted an older sister, which really was tough because I was the oldest, so I don't know how that was going to work out. But I did. I always wanted an older sister. I always wanted to have a sister. And was not going to happen. But then through God, I have a bunch of sisters in Christ now, like Marnie and Bridget and Penny and Kayla and Carol and Becky and Cheryl and Vicky and Tammy, Renee, Debbie, Barb. Oh my gosh, I can't even know if I can remember them all. Janice, or Janice. Oh my gosh, so many. And Jean, I'm just so thankful to have all of these sisters now. So that's just it. When God blesses you, He blesses you beyond what you can comprehend. So fix your thoughts on Him. And thank you for coming and watching. And bye for now, friends.